Hey everyone, in the last video I did, I was showing people how to grab a bunch of these Celsius to Fahrenheit listings because they bring in a tremendous amount of volume, even for the keywords that are not so competitive. And then I thought I'd do an extra test, right? So I went ahead and ran through our all-entitled check, okay? I want to show you what this is like. First of all, disregard this top entry. It says keyword here. I don't know how that got into the mix. So all this thing here doesn't have to do with anything, but let's take a look. Like 190 Celsius to Fahrenheit, okay? Informational. By the way, all the search intents, almost every one of them is informational, which means that if our query just says write generally about the topic in all respects and go deep this way and that way and the other, add case studies and FAQs and trues and false and pros and cons and God knows what, compare this to that and talk about the history of it, we can easily create a page that's very informative about the topic, no matter what it is. 190 Celsius to Fahrenheit or 210 Celsius to Fahrenheit or Now, check it out. If I was saying, what would I do the pages for and what would I throw away? Okay, fine. Let's start with this idea. If I switch to search volume, these guys right here have none. So you know what? I don't care what the scores are, because if there is no search volume, it's not worth doing these. So when I export this list to Excel, as a matter of fact, let me export the list to Excel. How about? You know why? Because I can exactly just simply show you on the spot how I would sort and choose these keywords, okay? Not like it's hard. The other thing I want to point out is what you saw on the right-hand side. So before I do it, I want to point this out. Look at this. One of those keywords is 190 Celsius to Fahrenheit. Do you know how different that is in terms of search volume from something else? Look at that. You know, I don't know. You know, if we went with 188 Celsius to Fahrenheit, there's 130 searches a month. But 190 Celsius to Fahrenheit, 2 degrees different, there's 43,800 searches a month. So yeah, that's what I call a gimme. Check this out. There's a lot of attention to it, okay? That's the stuff to pay attention to here, right? And that's what's really, really neat. There's a whole lot of search volume attention. Now, I want to point this out. These are the top 10 results on Google, okay? And if you take a look, this is the domain authority. That one's not so high, but it's kind of high. It takes you some effort to get a domain authority of 40. But the next one is only 18? 18? That's it? I mean, that's not hard. And then it's 34, 29, 25. Wow, these are not that hard. And then down here's 38 again. And then finally is a 16. Heck, half of this page is not that competitive. Now, let's talk about page authority. All these are reasonable. Now, let's talk about like citation flow. Some of this, like the number 5 guy here, has no citation flow, no trust flow. No good links pointing in, hardly. Now, as far as the number of external links pointing in to the website in general, to the exact page, there is 53 external links to the top result. Nothing else even comes close. That seems to be the big dividing factor on this side of the scale. After that, it's just 2, 2, and then 1s and 0s all the way down. Isn't that nuts? I mean, not that hard to deal with. Okay, let's come back to this. Which keywords do we care to make pages about? Because we're going to make a page about each of the keywords by just pasting the whole list into our website and saying, write informationally about them keywords, and then we walk away. But first, let's see what we want. So search volume, data, let's go A to Z, sort, okay? Yeah, real low, -1 basically means 0 anyway, so anything like that, I'm getting rid of. Now what do we got? We dealt with search volume. I'm fine with the rest. The more the merrier, except what is this keyword? Doesn't belong here. I'm getting rid of that because that's not what I'm writing about. Now, all entitled would bother me, but I'm not interested in that as much as the whole keyword golden ratio, which uses a comparison between these two, right? So competition, let's take a look at this. I'm going to go Z to A to get the highest numbers at the top. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, there's no competition. There's no competition, no cost per click. So there is no competition. If you do pages for these, you're going to float on the front page of Google for pretty much ever because there's no one competing with you. All right, finally, keyword golden ratio. Let me see. Sort. Okay. Oh, there's only a high of 6 where there's, okay, search volume of 80, but there's, that's the demand. 80 is the demand, but there's 500. That's the supply. Okay, way too much supply for the demand. So this is something I may as well just get rid of, and that's Celsius till Fahrenheit. I mean, I could write a page about it anyway, just to have the topical authority page. I won't expect to rank for it. I won't include it in my expected, share of traffic off that search volume. I don't think I'll be on the front page, but I can certainly include it just to have it involved for the sake of topical authority. And the rest of this, I may as well write a page about. I could delete things that are in different languages. Again, it's really up to me. Chances are the ones in different languages aren't going to really be interesting to people unless they are fascinated by the page when they land on it, but I'm not going to speak for everybody. So in this case, the only other thing I might do is just get rid of stuff that's not in English, just to have it out of my expectation, right? And so there you go. It will be a number that I am getting rid of, obviously, but not everything. Fahrenheit, I don't know what that is, but it looks like a company. I'll leave it. GPT will know what that is and write about it, most likely, or the closest thing, So I don't need to worry at all about that. I'll just get rid of these other things. So I think you get the idea. It doesn't take too long to just make these decisions and decide what you want to get rid of. And I'm only doing this because guess where I'm going next? So just to Bell in Celsius, right? I'll do it that way. Fahrenheit to Celsius oven, Celsius to Fahrenheit, blah, blah, blah. All right. What is the search volume? And I'll pretend that's a 0 because I don't expect to get on that page, right? So I'm just curious, 88,560. And the competition so low, the cost per click is so low. What do you want to bet I can get up around the number 1, 2, 3 positions for most of these keywords and just stay there? In that case, my share of this could be pretty nice. It could be something around 10,000 searches a month that I start getting, meaning 10,000 people who click on me, 10,000 clicks on my site. 10,000 people clicking on my site, I'm going to advertise my butt off, or I'm going to rent the ad space to someone else who wants to, or I could put Google AdSense on the site, right? And partner up with Google so Google has a reason to rank my pages higher because they're good quality, and Google wants Google's ads, the AdSense ads to be shown. And then I can also have my ads in the page anyway for whatever it is I'm selling. My ClickBank product. What can you sell to anyone who's searching for this stuff? Well, anything you want. They're human. You can sell anything. If it's summertime, sell flippers to the beach. If it's the rainy season, sell umbrellas. You can sell whatever you want. It doesn't have to do with weather at all. I'm just starting there. But it could be anything at all. As long as they're thinking about weather, I might sell stuff for the garden, landscaping stuff, poolside stuff. All kinds of things could be sold when you have 10,000 people a month landing on these pages just off these keywords alone. Yeah, so I'm going to take that list and paste it in and have my system write those pages, and it'll be done in minutes, and I can walk off and do other things. In the meantime, I don't even have to wait. It's just going to happen and go live in Google. We can resubmit the sitemap anytime, that evening or whatever, and Google find it. And how cool is that? All right. I just wanted to show you what you can do with the websites we have at website-installer.com so you understand how easily you can get yourself in the game, start making yourself money, selling your stuff or renting the space out to others or whatever you want to do. Okay.